All I gotta say is, if you're American, very pale American, I hope you don't have plans for spring break in Mexico, because there's a lot of people that are mad right now. And among other things, you wouldn't want them spitting in your food. Or your drink. At those all-inclusives in Cancun.
Yeah, we voted for Trump because he promised while he was campaigning like a million times that when he got into office, he was going to bring down prices, bring down grocery prices. The inflation has been high ever since COVID, and he promised he would bring that down. But it's obvious to me now that that was not true. Egg prices have skyrocketed. The bird flu is killing all the birds, and he doesn't seem to be doing anything about that. He's stopping disease communications from the disease centers in America, pulled us out of the WHO. Like, how does that help anything? And yeah, all he's been doing is taking away rights and freedoms, or trying to. He's not doing anything about the economy. So yeah, we totally regret our vote at this point. We've had a really tough time here in North Carolina. Half of my house got washed away in Hurricane Helene, and I applied for FEMA assistance and we got approved. But now Trump is canceling FEMA and emergency assistance to people. He's also canceled Medicaid for my children. I know they said they put a halt on his freezing of the funds, but the Medicaid portal is still not working, so we can't access anything for our children's health insurance.
I've been hearing about these crazy American egg prices, so I asked the Expatsy Network how much they are around the world.
Hey folks, welcome to Ireland. A dozen large Irish eggs at €2.75.
Well, here in Panama, this is what a dozen jumbo eggs cost.
Hi, my name is Amber. I live in Paris. A dozen eggs that are free range and plein air is $2.88, which is about $3 US.
I'm in Bangkok, Thailand. 10 eggs. It is 83 baht, which is $2.60. We definitely do not have an egg shortage.
It's Kelly in Albania. Well, 10 eggs. It's 129 lek, which is about $1.34 American dollars.
I'm Alison from Moving to Spain. Today I went into Barcelona. 12 large standard eggs are €2.48 or $2.60.
This is the way in. Like 43 pesos or 15.
Hey, I stopped by Costco. The price of eggs in Merida, Yucatan, 78.9 pesos for 2 dozen free range eggs, which is $3.89.
Eggs in Nayarit, which is just outside PB, are 60 pesos.
I'm going to share with you a little bit about what I purchased here in Turkey. The price just went up to 160 lira, which makes it about $1.82 a dozen. So much better than any eggs I've ever eaten in the States, maybe even the organic ones.
Whoa, whoa, hey!
I will scream in this whole entire store, and I will kick everything.
You're gonna scream?
Yes, if you don't listen.
If I don't listen to her, she's gonna scream. That's what she just said.
Do you want to hear her scream?
No, I don't. I don't want to deal with this. Leave her alone. This is what I deal with. She's gonna scream in this whole entire store if I don't let her do whatever she wants to do. Oh my God. This is okay with you. This is why we deal with what we do. Do not go over there, Amelia. You don't even know what you're getting. Now you're just doing it on purpose. Leave them alone. I'm done. I can't even go grocery shopping with my own family anymore. This is insane. I don't even know what to do. I really don't. You think it's funny? It's not. It's not funny.
I'm never eating McDonald's again. I bit into my nugget.
He bit in it.
And seen this. I don't know what the it is. Hopefully somebody can
like something growing in that
give me an explanation.
I should look like a... Bro, what the fuck?
But I almost ate this. Like, what the is this? McDonald's, you got some explaining to do. What is this? I'm finna throw up. I'm finna puke everywhere. Bro, no, you talking about just chill, bro. What is this, bro? And I done ate the whole 10-piece. This was the last nugget. Oh, my mama, this was the last nugget, bro. I done ate the whole 10-piece damn near. And I just bit into this one.
I traded the American dream for the Philippine lifestyle. Let me explain why. Why would I want to live in a country where everything is 5 times as expensive and there's zero benefit at all of being there? When I could live somewhere where you don't need a car, you don't need car insurance, you don't need to pay for gas, you don't need to pay 2 or 3 times as much for groceries, you don't need to pay 5 times as much for rent. Everything is cheaper. I work online. I don't need to clock in. I don't need to go to a job. People say, oh, well, that's good for you. Well, if you only need 1/5 of the money, don't you think that you could possibly come up with 20% of what you're making at your job online and have the freedom and have your life back and the quality of life that you desire, rather than running on a hamster wheel, racing on a treadmill and never getting anywhere in your whole life? You're just working and getting burnt out and you're unhealthy mentally, emotionally, physically. Book the flight. I'll see you soon.
Anybody else find it amazing that Republicans only seem to have a problem with immigrants if they're not white? I mean, Elon Musk is an immigrant. He is not an American. He was born in South Africa. He's not an American. He was even here illegally for a very long time. And yet I never see any of the Republicans want to go after him. I never see them want to go after Trump's wives. I mean, technically, all of Trump's kids are anchor babies, right? None of them. None of Trump's kids' mothers were born in America. Not a single one. And yet, none of the Republicans seem to have a problem with these immigrants. It's just immigrants who have a skin tone that happens to be darker than mine that they seem to have a real problem with. I mean, shit, Elon Musk is basically the de facto president at this point, and all the people on the right seem to be fine with it. They seem to love the idea that the richest man in the world completely bought our government. They're like, yay! At least he's white, I guess. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
All right, this is for the people who are still catching on. If you are in this country illegally, you have committed a crime. If you have committed a crime, then you are a criminal. Do you see how that works?
So now that we're all enrolled in Hillman Talk University, I feel it's only right that I host the first student mixer, because is it really college if we're not getting up together? Exactly. With that being said, Atlanta, Georgia, February 28th from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. We are on your... It is the last day of Black History Month, which means you need your black ass card to get in. I know Hillman Talk is open to everybody. This party is not. We need a safe space to congregate, and that's exactly what I'm going to create that night. The dress code is put that on. Enough said. There are no tickets being sold. I am going to fund this event. I feel like it's important for us to gather as community, but also find a way to give back to community. Security location, which is to be disclosed because people are very strange on the internet, but I still need a DJ, 3 mobile bartenders, and 4 security detail. I am covering the cost of that as well. All we're asking for is $5, $10, or $20 donations at the door, because we're going to split the money at the end of the night into $500 increments and give it to students that are graduating this year. We want to give it to students that want to go to college, want to go into a trade, or want to start their own businesses, because I believe it's important for students to know that trade and entrepreneurship is just as important as a college degree. We want Black people in all areas of business, and the only way to do so is to encourage multiple paths. So I can test the waters. If you're in Atlanta or don't mind coming to Atlanta, drop a comment below. That way I know how many people are interested, so I can see if I need to post the RSVP link tomorrow. Okay, I'll see y'all.
Now, this is my question. I wonder how a lot of Americans are going to deal, because sooner or later there's going to be a reckoning, and that reckoning is going to take place by way of the Hispanic community. The community who did everything that they felt that they needed to do historically in order to fit in and be side by side with white Americans, just so that they can turn around and treat them the way that they decided to treat them, so that they can discard them and throw them away like some type of trash, so that they can deport them back to their homelands after they initially told them that, hey, we accept you guys are here. You did everything that you were supposed to do. You're one of us. you're one of the workers, you're one of the good ones. They gave them all of these great things. They gave them brandings, they gave them titles, they gave them a leg up. They had laws, rules, and regulations, some of which stemming back to the 1950s. And all for them to get sent back, all for them to get shunned, all for them to get thrown away. And it's pretty interesting to see how all of this is turning out. But it's more interesting to know and to see the fact that instead of a lot of them focusing in on the people that turned their backs on them, that lied directly to them, to their face, and the people who are just like them, who voted for all of this to take place, it's very interesting to yet again see a lot of these people turn all of their anger and their frustration on a certain group. Now, again, I want to list that I'm talking about from videos that I've previously shown. This young woman here is one of the few that I've seen so far that has specifically detailed and gave information to those out there that are Caucasian, letting them know, hey, if you come directly to our said country, don't expect the treatment that you used to be able to get. Don't expect us to go out on a limb and worship you and fall down everywhere to make sure that your feet are dry. Don't expect us to do these things. Expect the complete opposite. The exact same way that you decided to throw us away, expect for us to treat you the exact same way, to treat you like dirt, to treat you like discarded trash. Expect for us to potentially do something if you happen to show up, because a lot of us are angry. A lot of us are mad, and you're going to decide to send us back, and then you're going to come to the exact same country of which you just sent us back to, and you expect us to do for you, to be good, to wish you well, to welcome you in with open arms? No, expect a whole nother thing coming. Again, I don't think a lot of these white Americans fully thought out how it is that they just may be treated, even in the United States, by the same people that they wanted to discard, that they wanted to separate and break apart their families and take their kids directly from them, break apart their marriages, take their homes and their businesses. I don't think they really thought this out. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these white Americans are going to their restaurants. They're going to their taco stands. They're wanting them to build up their homes or their business, a variety of things that white Americans want them to do. And you really feel that they're going to do this with the same glee and cheerfulness and smile that they've always done? That's a shame. And I pity those out there that think that the same people that you wanted to disregard are potentially even watching your family or your kids. And you think that they're going to potentially mean you well after you'd already pretty much stripped everything away from them. You expect them to still treat you and honor whatever agreement that you used to have. You literally have another thing coming, and you're a fool if you think that these people are ever going to forget what it is that you just did to them. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.